the lad, man, no for them, no.
One of our most loved artists, that's Determined, ladies and gentlemen, who passed recently. Man who I knew very, very well. And you all know by now, because we've said it, that a number of us went over to Florida recently to commemorate his birthday and to pay our last respects. Many of us were waiting to hear of the funeral arrangements and stuff like that. Many persons in his community in St. Mary, his fans, wanted to pay their last respects, and so we've been kind of waiting to get the very latest from members of his family. But it has come to my attention that there are some disagreements, it would appear, as it relates to this matter. And so one of the members of the family wants to share her thoughts on this development, and also to sort of give an update as to the most recent matters in this regard. And so we're joined at this time by Determined's sister, who is somewhere on one of the Caribbean islands right now with her family. And I'd like to say good morning and welcome to the Richie B Morning Show. Morning, Joy. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Richie. Just listening to my brother there in the background.
Yes.
Just getting me emotional a sort of way. So,
Yes.
Really sad, really not happy about what's going on.
Really sad indeed. Indeed, it is a sad moment, and I can understand and I empathize with you and your family. And I want to start by expressing my deepest condolences to you and the family on the passing of your brother. This morning, I wanted to allow you to sort of clear the air and speak from your own perspective as to what's the very latest, because a lot of persons out there who loved and respected Determined would love to hear the latest. Many of them would love to pay their last respects at whether it be a burial service, a funeral service, and so we're happy that you in fact have availed yourself so we can have a conversation this morning. Where are we at right now? We understand that there is a funeral service that is planned, but there are some other matters that are of concern to you. Where do you want to start, Joy?
I want to start from this beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And that is before he died. A couple days before he died, because he was in Maryland. And he was living with Erica Joseph for over 20 years, going and coming. And she was the one that really taking care of him. So when he was at that critical point, a couple of days before he passed, she was in touch with the siblings, his brothers and myself, to let us know, and she got in touch with Tom also, and Paula, to let them know. So they weren't talking to him for over 5 years. So at that point, they get in touch with him.
Who was Joy, let me get that. Who was not talking to him for over 5 years? I didn't hear that.
Roncos and Paula.
Oh,
they weren't talking to him for over 5 years. They didn't speak to him, none at all.
Roncos is his son, yes.
Yes, that is his son. Mine is the Roncos. So at that point now, they started, because he called Paula. He's the one who Determined, is the one that called Paula, because he called me and let me know that Jairo called me, and I couldn't believe that, he was calling me. So when I answered him, he's saying to me that, Paula, I'm sick. So you reach out to them and let him know that he's very sick. So, I said to her, why you don't let the kids go and see him for the last? Let the kids go and see him for the last, because they have the visa. They could go and see him. Because, they're like, Apple cannot go because he's so traumatized, and Runcus said that he's waiting on his B1, B2 visa, because he went to get it renewed. So during his last time, I have a daughter in Georgia, and she was saying she's going to buy her ticket and go there in Maryland. That was the Friday she was going to go, but the Thursday evening he passed away. But before he passed away, we told the nurse, there was an African nurse there that was looking about it. he told the nurse before he take his last breath to tell them that he want to go and bury. They must bury his body with his mother and his father in the cemetery.
Okay.
And they must church him at the church by the seaside. The nurse couldn't know that because he's not a Jamaican. She doesn't know nothing about Jamaica. And that is the message that she passed on to Erica.
Okay.
So Erica said, okay, they're going to carry out his last wishes. So before he passed, Rumpus, that is his son, he said he sent like food to the hospital where his dad was, because his dad was certain type of food.
Yes.
So he sent food to the hospital and his dad get the food and he speak to the doctor that was in charge of determining. So he speak with the doctor and the doctor tell him about his sickness and what they're expected and not looking good and all of that.
Yes.
Anyway, after he passed, and Erica contact with the family and said she's going to have a viewing for him in Florida before taking his body for the last burial in Jamaica. We all expecting that. So Runcus get upset with us and with Erica, saying that they want to take control of everything.
And he would be like next of kin. I mean, he's a son, right?
Yes, he's the next of kin. Yes, sir, he's the next of kin because Erica wasn't married to the family.
I understand.
And she didn't get any authority because she'd have to get an authorization letter signed for her to take control of certain things, burial and certain things, but she never get that either. So Runcus, as the next of kin, he have the power to do certain things.
No authority, yes.
So, yes, sir. So after now, and we get upset with Erica. Erica said that she turned over everything to him and said she's not gonna be responsible. She's not gonna be responsible for nothing at all because Runcus' reason is that the one that is that his mom lied. She's the one that come in to determine and call her life and break up the relationship. So they have that kind of vengeance and that anger with her.
Okay.
He take over after Erica said she's not responsible for anything because she sent that message on my phone. After that now, what Runcus did, the 4th of March was Rowan's birthday.
Yes.
And Runcus stay right there in Jamaica and call the hospital and give them the permission to cremate his dad.
To do what?
To cremate his dad.
Really?
Yes, and when he do that, I get the message on my phone that to cremate my brother. So I send the message to his phone, Runcus, and ask him, Runcus, is this true? Did you cremate Rowan? 2 days after he messaged me and said, Auntie, I really can't talk now because I have a short note and I have to go into the studio. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a meeting with all you guys, the brothers and you, the sister, and let you guys know what exactly I've done.
Mm-hmm.
So the Sunday evening, when we were in the meeting, all the brothers away from the biggest one that is Henry Lord at China. When we were in the meeting, he told me that he couldn't find his dad's body after his dad died because Erica didn't tell him where Rowan was, and he couldn't find his dad's body, and he's been calling over 6 hospitals before he eventually get to the right hospital where his dad was. And when he get to the hospital, the nurse said to him that she is glad that he called because they were about to get rid of the body because the body is in a very deplorable state and condition. It was decomposed. Richie B, remember, man, the man told me, man, they send food at the hospital, go give them father. The man said they send food at the hospital, go give them father, then talk to the doctor at the hospital to couple. You can't find your father, but you don't know which hospital your father, then when you send food from Jamaica, go deliver at the hospital. So, and talk to the doctor. So that was a poor excuse you have to come from you with them as the brothers, them and the sister, to make you know, say you burn your father body. So, when him talks, say burn your father body, my daughter get upset in the meeting. And he get upset also and start swearing, cursing a lot of bad words. And everybody was just silent and listening to him. When he see that nobody was, getting on with him, he calmed down and apologized, say he's sorry, to get upset and act like that.
So backtrack a little bit. Are you saying to me that that decision was taken, shall we say, unilaterally, like no brother or a sister was involved?
No brother, no sister. That's why Richie B, me take it to Facebook because me want the people in the world to know, say, the brother and the one sister, none of us have no idea at all. We don't know nothing about it. So when he even tell us that he did that, I said to him in the meeting, I said, Runcus, just like how you call the meeting to tell us that you burn the Thurman body, why you never call the meeting with us and let us know that that is the decision you're coming to, so that we could have opposed them, because we're not rich, but we could have afford to carry brother body from Florida to Jamaica for a decent burial. If his money was the problem.
Yes. So where is this matter? Because I can just imagine the tension that would have developed in that meeting. Where is the matter at right now? Is there a burial or of sorts that is planned? What are you saying to the public this morning? We have heard the backstory.
Well, what I am saying, because right now nobody not talk to me, because me I look out, me are the only one who come out right, and I look out for them against what them do. So nobody not talk to me, so I'm hearing it from other family members that they are going to have the burial this Sunday, the 30th, this Sunday in Kingston. Yeah, exactly. I don't know exactly which church or where they're going to keep it, but they are going to have the funeral this Sunday in Kingston. And they make sure tell them, don't tell me anything. Don't make Jai know anything.
What about the remains? Do you know of any plans in that regard?
Yes, because what they were suggesting in the meeting, Runcus was suggesting in the meeting that he's going to use the remain, because the Thurman have a property in Windsor at the border of St. Mary and Portland. Very nice property. And he was suggesting in the meeting that there's going to build a
mausoleum?
A post, like a post, and they're going to throw the remain put the remain in the post and plant it on his property. And I told him, I said, Runcus, we cannot do that in the meeting. I said, but we cannot do that. That would be good. That would be nice. Because if you don't honor none of his wishes, at least get a coffin, a casket, or what you want to call it, coffin, you call it. Get one coffin, put the remain in the coffin, and then you have the service, and then you bury him up to where his mother and his father buried. That would be a better idea. Like this anti-joy. I never think of it that way. That is a good idea. So I really don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to bring it in another day, St. Mary and bury it. I don't think so. Because I'm not going to be a people in Berlin right now, and they are talking. They are very upset and they are very angry with Runcus in the Thurman body. Because that is not what no one was expecting.
Yeah, let me just put it in here that I did have a conversation with Runcus a few days ago. He did appreciate my call, and he said that he would keep me updated on the very latest. At the time, he did not admit to me that the body was cremated, but he promised to update me, and he says he wants to keep it within the family in terms of whatever plans they had and so on. I haven't yet heard back from him. So this is the first conversation I'm having right now with a member of the family. But I see what is happening very clearly, and I can understand and I empathize, Joy. But, beyond the current disagreements, as time is of the essence, I only have 4 minutes in this segment. How would you want your brother determined to be remembered, both as a person and as an artist?
For Richie B, right now determined my brother. Him act like in my biggest one and the eldest one to all of us. And he was the last one. And my mother washed belly that. And no matter how him bossy and go like him a roller, they love my brother dearly. And just like in perform a sorrow and Stephen a little bit. We used to call him Papa the Sailor Man because he's a jovial and humorous. No matter how you're in a one bad mood, he know how to make you laugh. He know how to make you laugh. My brother, that. And no matter even if children them and him never did a start, he never text them. I burn them and I go burn him. We never expect that. We never want Jamaica. If you want to go down in ashes like that, we don't want people to come and look and determine the last of course anyway. You know, so right I know my heart to bleed.
Yeah.
Right I know my heart to bleed. Because I know that we didn't expect of our brother. You understand? That's why Jamaica people don't look on the ashes. Just remember the artist, like all this people here.
Joy.
Because he died of cancer.
Yes. Joy, I have very little time. If you could send a message to Determine right now, what would you say to your brother?
But I sent my message to him right now. I tell him I love him. We don't have nothing to do with him but the big burn and I lost it. I don't do that. I love him to my heart. We don't have nothing at all. We never come in an agreement. We don't know nothing about him but the big burn and we couldn't do that to him. We don't and I lost it. I'm burying my mama and papa them. 30 with 41 church, same place, mama and papa church. That would have been my message to my brother right now.
Yeah, Joy. Joy, just understand that I feel your pain.
I tell us, Richie B, I want to wicked this thing that I ever do. The wickedest thing that could happen, because we never expect that. And he said to me before you tweet. Because we have had a last week.
You would have preferred if any decision that was being taken was on a consensus basis, not on a unilateral kind of basis, as you have described it. I empathize with you.
Yes.
Yeah, I empathize with you. I feel your pain. I, again, in closing, wish you and the family all the best. I hope that things will sort of work out one way or another for the common good. And may his soul rest in peace. I have to run, but I thank you for your time, and just understand that I'm with you in prayer. All right?
Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you, Jamaica.
All right. Blessings, Joy. Blessings to you, my dear. Wow, this is a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. That was a chat with Determine's sister. Her name is